A crew of South American mariners charged with tugging out those two retired Washington state ferries for recycling in Ecuador were just detained by border agents. What was supposed to be a win for Washington state ferries took a turn for the worse almost immediately when those boats couldn't even make it out of Elliott Bay.
Yeah, Nia, now a transport inspector tells me the crew on the tug known as the Wycliffe have been trapped aboard it for months waiting for an assignment. And the inspector shared he spent weeks sounding the alarm on this, but no one would take his concerns seriously.
Being on board something for 90 days in squalor conditions, essentially putting these crew members in a tin coffin.
This is the last you'll be seeing them in the Puget Sound.
What was originally billed as a big win for Washington state ferries has so far only proved to be a blunder. Border agents detained crew aboard the Ecuadorian tugboat charged with towing the Clajoya and Elwa out to sea. Cyrus Donato, Transport Workers Federation inspector for Puget Sound, tells me they were stuck on it for 90 days due to visa restrictions.
How is it possible in 2024 that you are physically required to remain on board on your ship? You legally cannot step foot on the ground. I mean, it's like this childhood game, like the floor is lava. Like it's pure insanity.
Cyrus said he first started hearing concerns last fall. A new crew came aboard in spring, and it took a lack of provisions, pay, and some health scares for them to call for help. Julie Cooper with the Seattle Seafarers Center says the crew was clearly intimidated by their Ecuadorian employer.
It seemed hesitant to ask for the help that they needed and to address these medical issues, which really would have been a concern if they had gone to sea for this 35-day journey.
Vessel Finder shows us the tug itself is just as old as the retired vessels it was supposed to lead safely out of Puget Sound, moving one relic with another. The State Ferry Service says they learned Thursday about the crewing situation. Days before that, I sat down for a one-on-one with Steve Nevy, head of the ferry service, and I asked about the incident.
It's taken them a while to get that seagoing tug into a position that the Coast Guard would agree to let it tow the boats out. And now we thought we were kind of, that they'd gone, and now they're back again. So.
Was that a disappointment for you all?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was mainly, again, I don't like this whole narrative out there that we're mismanaging the system, because it kind of made it look like we don't know what we're doing. We don't have anything to do with that ocean tug or the equipment on board and the fact that it failed. So it just looks like another thing that ferries can't get done, and that's why it was disappointing to me.
I also spoke with the U.S. Coast Guard today, and they tell me back on August 19th, when they initially tried to take the boats out of Eagle Harbor, there were concerns about the tug's ability to efficiently carry the ferries out of Puget Sound safely. So the Coast Guard shut things down, issuing what's called a captain port of order. And essentially, that tug could not carry on with its mission unless major changes were made and a third party came in to investigate.